programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. For nearly a century, this venue has stood on the grounds of the Texas State Fair. Glad to have you with us from the Cotton Bowl. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
As I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game, this could be one of their most important games of the year. With both teams undefeated, this game is a separator. As the college football playoff looms near, they have to separate and prove they are one of the best teams in the country. They have a chance to do that here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Avant. Makes a move. Got a little room. Smashes through the tackle. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This offense has it with really good field position. Quick give. It's Blaylock. Stop right there.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Brought down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
3rd down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
And that will go such a long way in deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space, and I love the way Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the 1st down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Sooner! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And he'll just take a knee in this drive. At the 25. Offense in a split backfield. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching. You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving out to the right. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Blaylock. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. A lot of chapters in this rivalry. They've been in different conferences. They've been in the same conference, and now they're going to the SEC to elevate this feud.
And I feel like it just takes rivalry games in the SEC to a whole new level. And when you think about Texas and Oklahoma, you think about past Heisman Trophy winners and national championships. And now, David, you're adding that to Florida, Georgia, Alabama, LSU. It's just an entirely different level now.
And it's just fun to watch rivalries in college football. We've lost a lot of them with expansion. This one we get to keep. I love that they're both going to the SEC. They're going to play each other a bunch. We're going to still have this Red River rivalry that gets so many people excited. It's an unbelievable event. We've been there for game day a bunch. It is absolutely crazy.
And the Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Sells to run, looking to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Play action. Fires to the wideout. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
coming up. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. To the air, it's Bentley. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. Across the 25, he's got room. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
The Sooners are marching down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Out wide left, it's Thomas. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolled. They might put up a 50 burn. Defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to have to figure something out.
The Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they can't be thrilled using all 3 timeouts here in the 1st quarter. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Tells to fake. Still looking to his right. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play here down close in the red zone.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll hop in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offense coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on this score in this next possession.
Touchback, the ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Running inside. It smothers. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the back. They give it to him again. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's Townsend. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires and picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. Nowhere to go.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. And the missed connection on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Drops back on first down. Rifles it down the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
You've got to give that defender a lot of credit because he's covering a tight end that's bigger than him, that can jump higher than him, and has longer arms than him, and still he was able to force the incompletion.
Second and long here. He wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Terry. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. They've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. That's caught. It's McCutcheon.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
The run inside. It's Smothers. They were all over it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down to the air. Moves to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. From the gun, it's Blaylock. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
And they'll stop him right there on the return. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Making the adjustment. Second down, gonna throw it. Right side, it's Smothers. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Powers inside. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. Snapped on 4th down. Hauls it in. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Second down, gonna throw it. Extending the play. He's gonna swing it into the heart of the field.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Thomas. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gets the back moving. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Out wide right, it's Blaylock. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The Sooners will punt this one away. They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unleashes one deep. To the end zone, and it's picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Southern Miss Golden Eagles. And it's the Jaguars looking to push their record to 4-1 on the season. And you do that, you're in the driver's seat in terms of locking down a postseason spot. Although I think their goals are far bigger than just that. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the Mountain West.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He's changing the play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Terry. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Right side, it's Terry. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Straight ahead, it's Smothers. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run up the middle, try different things to see what you do right.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision.
You just feel like throughout the course of this game, this guy's just going to have to make plays like this, right? Things aren't always going to be perfect, and protection's not going to be ideal. You're going to have to play with some effort, make some scrambles, make some things happen when plays break down, and at least try to put your offense in good positions. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but now he makes this decision a little more interesting here on 4th.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Got his man. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Left side, it's Blaylock.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Just keep slinging it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Sends it back in motion. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on 1st down from the 28. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
On his feet at the 40. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. They've got him corralled. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Got to make the play on fourth. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Motion from the back. In the backfield, it's Simon. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Wants to go up top on second down. Oh, pressure's coming. Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. Makes a connection. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. He wants to throw it again. Escapes the pressure going right. Touchdown, Longhorn! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Off play action on first down. Out wide right, it's Avant. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Bentley. Fires to the tight end. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide left, it's Thomas. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Texas offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw one first. Fires to the right. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down to the air. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Running inside, it's Smothers.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Quarterback changing the play. It's inside. It's Smothers. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Catch is made at the 15. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Follows his blocks. It's Avant. Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy that runs so fast on the GPS that he's speeding in a school zone, like this dude can absolutely roll. He sees man coverage, tries to take advantage of it. They don't execute on that play. But if you want to play that defense, I think you'll get that pattern a lot from that guy.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, third and long coming up. Defense in press coverage. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. To move the ball on this possession. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. All over him immediately.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Second and long here. Making the adjustment on the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Not a lot of room to make this catch. And the returner will be dragged down. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it in his belly. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Scanning the field. It's Bentley. Looking left. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
It would be nice to pick up a few yards on third down because from here, it's a 57-yard attempt. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Motion from the wide receiver. 4th down, gotta have it here. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The run inside. It smothers.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Biggest drive of the game coming up right now as this team tries to win it in regulation. Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. No way the official's going to miss that one. Little too aggressive with the hands there. Got him for the hold. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Snap on 1st down. Wants to throw. Stepping to the right. Soft spot in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stopped with 17 seconds left.
And it's just nice, man, to have a big tight end that can work the middle of the field. Like, I can throw it over linebackers' heads, and he's big enough to really be a target before it gets to the safeties. And they run these post patterns, man, and when you throw them on time, they're extremely hard to stop.
The Longhorns right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Driving forward, it's Simon. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Well, and they're running the football over to the right-hand side, and obviously that's where the kicker wants this thing. He told his head coach, get me on the right hash. I can draw this thing on the kick. It's the angle I want to go and win this game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Try to regroup a little bit after that mental error. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for space. It's Simon. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. 3rd and long right here. Changing the routes with his receiver. The handoff. Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot.